Welcome to this week's video, folks. We go around Port Glasgow and Greenock fuel stations every week and we take a note of what scandalous activities they're up to with their sneak their prices up. As you see, this is Tesco in Port Glasgow, 124.9 for petrol, 126.9 for diesel. Now that is an increase this week of a penny. It went up yesterday, and only 9 days after they put the price up, a whopping 5 pence overnight. And because they got hassled on Twitter the very next day, they put the prices back down to normal. But in the past week it's now sneaked up another penny. And Tesco's in Greenock, incidentally, weren't displaying their prices like this on the forecourt, and up until Thursday morning last week there, they were still charging 130.9 for diesel. So they'd 3 odd days, 3 maybe 4 days of charging 5 pence dearer than the same store here in Port Glasgow. So that's us this week. Port Glasgow from last week. Incidentally, this is Wednesday the 17th of March, St Patrick's Day, and Tesco's in Port Glasgow from this time last week is up a penny. And we're at the BP at Branston. You see petrol's 126.9, which is the same as last week, and just behind that car there, diesel is 129.9, which is up a penny from last week. Up a penny in a week. BT Branston for diesel. Petrol stays the same. And here we have the BP at Regent Street. As you can see, is 127.9 for petrol, 129.9 for diesel. Last week's price for petrol here was 126.9, and there's no change in diesel. So no change in diesel, which is the dearest diesel in the town so far, the 2 BPs, and petrol's the same price. And then we have Morrisons in Greenock. Last week's price were 122.9 for petrol and 124.9 for diesel. And as you can see, there's a trend happening in Inverclyde this week. They're all up a penny. Everybody's prices is up a penny so far. Next one we're going to is Tesco in Greenock. We'll see how they fare. So the final one this week is Tesco's in Greenock. 124.9 for petrol, 126.9 for diesel, which is the same as the Port Glasgow Tesco's. And according to this particular station last week, the prices are down a penny for petrol and down 3 pence for diesel. But this was the crowd that raised their prices for 5 pence a litre of diesel and kept it that way for 3 extra days, whereas the port station had lowered it on last Tuesday, and this station didn't display it. So they're being rather cheeky, raising it by 5 pence and not letting anybody know in the forecourt before they went in, as you seen last week's video. So that's us, got all the results in. Who's going to have the Golden Star Award this week? And who's going to win the big steaming pile of dung award? Stay tuned and we'll see you in the next frame.